All right, you guys, welcome to Spark It Up Sports, your one-stop shop for all things football and all things marijuana.
I'm Big Steve.
And I'm Johnny.
We're coming to you from our home studio in Pacific Beach, California. Welcome to episode 20.
Oh, big weekend for football, big college football games, big NFL games, lots of matchups.
Football. College football just ended, so we're going to do a championship review, and then we're going to do a college football bracket reveal and review. It just came out yesterday, so college football playoffs are here, and now we get to talk about them.
Yeah, episode 20.
Episode 20, baby. After that, we're going to have our blunt break. We're switching it up this week. We got a Stizzy's 40s Blue Burst 2-gram blunt.
Ooh, Blue Burst.
Yeah, I'm excited to try a different blunt, see what it has to offer. Followed by that, we're going to do our NFL Week 14 review, followed by the NFL Week 15 preview for the games coming up. I was in San Francisco this weekend for the Bears game. I just got back like 3 hours ago, and the Bears
Misery
fucking suck.
loves company.
The Bears fucking suck, dude. Oh, my God. Like, the fans felt bad for me. No one even talked shit there. No one even talked shit. They just felt bad for me. So that was good.
Nobody even talked shit.
No one talked shit the whole game. Like, are you kidding me? That's how fucking bad we are. No one talks shit to us.
All right, and our edible of the week is these Cali edibles, 100 milligram THC. I got a strawberry flavor. I think you got the mixed berry.
Mixed berry. They're called California Fire is the brand.
California Fire.
California Fire, and they are delicious.
Yeah, pretty good.
Got them from the dispensary, though, so they are 100 milligrams. They're not one of the 500,000s that we fuck with sometimes. So
but they tasted good.
Yeah, they were delicious. Definitely delicious.
Definitely give them a try.
All right, let's dive into these college football conference championship games. Friday games, there were two championship games. The first one was the Mountain West championship game, and this one had a big playoff implications.
Coming into this, number 22 UNLV at number 11 Boise State, playing on the blue AstroTurf up there.
I think them having a home game was huge.
Absolutely.
I think if they play in a neutral site, it's a different ball game.
21-7 win for Boise State. Really showing the UNLV quarterback exactly where Boise was, because he did not know where it was prior to this game.
Well, he knows now. Crazy.
Ashton Jeanty.
Huge win for, yeah.
Huge game. 209 yards. Touchdown.
209 yards, touchdown. He's a beast. He's second in the Heisman right now. Boise wins this game. Great win for them. After that, we had the AAC championship game. It was Tulane at Army. Army wins this one 35-14. They currently have one loss still, but they are not in the playoffs. Sorry about that. Yep. All right, that wraps it up for Friday. Saturday were the big dog games. First game was Big 12 championship game, 18 Iowa State at 16 Arizona State. And this game was awesome.
Great game. Also, our name of the year,
yeah.
Cameron Scattaboo. Scattaboo hitting his way all the way down. Great game. 16 carries, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He crushed it. He is their team. He's fun to watch, and I'm excited to what they do and seeing what they can do in the playoffs now with him for sure.
Absolutely, babe. Could be a surprise team to watch.
After that, we got the SEC championship game. It was 7 Georgia at 3 Texas. This was played at the Georgia Dome in Georgia, Atlanta. Fuck. The Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, so kind of like a Georgia home game, but it's kind of split. Texas always has a good crowd out there. I thought it would have been cool if they would have won it because all the incoming teams would win the new conference. Yeah, but didn't quite happen.
Nah, tough game for Georgia here as they lost their starting quarterback. Carson Beck.
He got smoked.
Absolutely. And then Gunnar Stockton comes in, holds it down until he gets smoked.
Smoked, dude. But he should be healthy in time, right?
Gunnar Stockton's going to be ready to go. He has 2 weeks. He'll definitely clear concussion protocol if there is a concussion. Those Texas
has a good backup. Yeah. Georgia's going to have a decent backup. I don't know if he's as good as Carson Beck, but he should be all out there and hold his own. I feel
absolutely. The way they win this game is Carson Beck comes back in one-handed, hands the ball off to Etienne for the touchdown and the win. Bulldogs end up winning SEC title and get into this college football playoff.
Yeah, there's no way they could let Texas win. Dude. They had to do it. All right, after that, we got the Big Ten championship game. It was for Penn State at Oregon last week. We were talking about it. It was played in Indiana, so that was kind of funny to see. Oregon wins this one 45-37. Penn State can't win the big game, and same shit, can't win the big game. They are in the playoffs, so we're going to see what happens with that shit.
Dylan Gabriel throws 4 touchdowns in this game, but a Penn State late interception ices the game. James Franklin can't win these big games, and he is 0-11 versus top.
Damn, 0-11.
Ranked teams. Terrible stat for the guy.
He's got to win it all.
Got to win it all.
He's got to win it all.
He ain't going to win it all.
He can't.
0-12.
He's got to win it all, but he can't win it all. Like, now they're all good teams.
Yeah.
Like, all right, the ACC championship game, number 12, Clemson at 9, SMU. Clemson wins this one. Our boy Dabo in the playoffs, 34-31. SMU did come back, though. They made it a game for sure.
Clemson was in control the entire time up until half, 24-7.
Man.
SMU storms its way back in with 24 points in the second half, but Dabo and company hit a game-winning field goal as time expired.
Crazy.
Funniest thing in the post game is Coach Dabo does thank Coach Brown, the Syracuse coach, for getting them in.
Appreciate you, bud.
And story out of this game is Clemson and SMU both in,
Both in.
taking Alabama's spot.
See ya. If SMU does not come back and draw this game into overtime, I think Bama's in. But the fact that they took it into overtime, sorry, Bama, later. All right, so those were the championship games. The 4 highest ranked winners of those championship games have the bye. So this is how it stands as of, or this is the college football playoff bracket. This is the bracket. Oregon 1, Georgia 2, Boise 3, ASU 4. They all have byes. After that, it is Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Tennessee, Indiana, SMU, and Clemson. So the first round matchups are going to be Tennessee versus Ohio State, Clemson versus Texas. Then we have IU at Notre Dame, the battle for Indiana. And then we have SMU at Penn State.
Just go through. Let's make some picks.
Make some picks.
Ohio State, home game against Tennessee.
I mean, I got to go with Ohio State because I'm Big Ten. But after seeing what happened against Michigan and Ryan Day, how his performance went, like, I don't know if they can handle Tennessee, to be honest.
Tennessee has signs of good, signs of bad. They've
right, very
taken
up and down.
some good teams. They've also lost horribly to terribly bad teams. The other thing
My
is,
one question is, do you think if Tennessee wins this game at Ohio State, they plant a flag? Or do you think that's not allowed anymore?
hopefully the flag planting days are out.
That's only during rivalry week.
One of the big things is this corner of the bracket. All 3 teams in this top left corner of the bracket, best odds to win the entire thing.
Yeah, all 3 of them. The way the bracket is lined up, like we're looking at it right now. We'll throw a picture up so you can see it. But Oregon, Ohio State, Tennessee, all blue bloods, and they're all up in this corner. Like they could have done a better job of getting the bigger teams and the smaller teams more mixed around, I feel like.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at this bottom left hand. ASU with a first round bye. First game of the weekend is going to be Clemson at Texas.
I love Texas. I think they're going to absolutely destroy Clemson.
Absolutely.
Like, crush them.
Crush them.
And they get a home game. So, like, it's easier than playing this in the SEC championship game because you're home. So,
Dabo ain't prepared for this one.
he ain't ready. They were lucky to get in, to be honest, with those 3 losses. So,
And then after that, Texas ASU. I think that's going to be a very good game. Cam Scattaboo. I don't think he'll be able to do the same thing he's done all year
All right.
against this Texas defense.
Texas, I think, has like an easier route to get to the semifinals for sure. Oregon, it's tough. They got either Tennessee or Ohio State after that. Like, they're pretty much screwed. Georgia, you got what? IU or Notre Dame. Let's talk about the Battle of Indiana.
Battle of Indiana.
So Notre Dame has the home game in this one.
Coach Sig versus Coach
Freeman.
Freeman.
Right. I love IU and Coach Sig, and I think going into Notre Dame, they're gonna have a chip on their shoulder.
Should also love Coach Freeman. He's one of those candidates on the short list.
I already have my coach.
Maybe.
What are you talking? It's Ben Johnson.
I thought you were.
No, did you see what happened Sunday? He can't be our head coach. That was so last week, dude. Come on. Stay with the times.
Still on the
Anyways. IU at Notre Dame. Huge game for like the state of Indiana. Being from Indiana, I never in my wildest dreams would think that IU would be in this. Especially playing Notre Dame for the first game. Weather's probably going to be cold. Might be snowy.
That's going to be awesome to watch on TV.
Oh, man. That stadium's going to be out of control. Touchdown, Jesus. Fucking let's go, dude.
First home Notre Dame game not shown on NBC. This game's going to be on ESPN in 20-plus years. Pretty impressive stat for that.
All right, the bottom right of the bracket, the first game is going to be SMU at Penn State. Like we said, James Franklin can't win the big game, so he'll win this one because it's not that big of a game. But once he gets like further in there, he won't win it, I don't feel like.
Yeah, this first game's a cakewalk for them against SMU. I don't think SMU's got the
No, they're not quite ready yet. You go.
That next game against Boise State, that's definitely going to be a tough matchup for them.
Yeah. And being in San Diego, Mountain West Conference area, we've watched a lot of Boise State games this year. One thing I can say about them, which a lot of people might not remember, is their only loss this whole year is against Oregon in Eugene, Oregon, and they had to walk off field goal to win it.
Yeah.
Like, the only team that hasn't lost all year had to walk off on that team, so they can make some noise in the playoffs.
Absolutely,
I feel like.
They're a good team. They got a great running back there. Look for him to do good things against this Penn State team.
Yeah,
this is also a whiteout. It's going to be for this Penn State team. Penn State whiteout home game for them.
Oh, whiteout?
Yeah, against SMU.
All right. Hell yeah.
Pretty cool to watch. Right, we got a little bit of a Army-Navy game preview brought to you by our friends over at Negus Coffee Club. Comes in beans or ground. It has some fire flavor notes. The one we got right here is the Ethiopia blend made with notes of berry and black tea. Real fire.
You got that weed hangover, have a cup of Negus coffee, fire you up in the morning, get you ready to go.
All right, big game for this week. Army versus Navy, the American Classic.
Absolute classic. Only college football game this whole week. Saturday, only college football game, no NFL game. I remember as a kid watching this game, like every year, no matter what, huge game. I love watching this game.
This is a great game. From our past experiences, we've seen a lot of Navy football.
A lot of Navy football. For those of you who don't know, we both worked at Pacific Beach Shore Club in Pacific Beach, obviously. And
they're known for one of the biggest West Coast celebrations of this Army-Navy game. And they do a march, about a mile-long march down the board. We're
talking like thousands of people, like a few thousand people, not just like...
They hit it at 7 in the morning. They start drinking. Their game doesn't kick off till noon or 1 o'clock.
So we are very familiar with Navy football games.
And usually what's hilarious about this game is that it's always a barn burner for some reason.
It's always a good game.
It's always a good game. It's always close.
But if you want to see like players who care about the game of football and win, like it doesn't get more pure than this football game. I feel like, because they don't got the NIL, they don't got the I'm going pro next year. Nope. They're playing football for their brothers next to them, and like it's just awesome to see.
And it's always fun to watch the option versus the option.
Option versus option? Are you kidding me? So good. I'm thinking maybe 5 turnovers, 6 turnovers, all fumbles, maybe 4 completions. Are you going over or under 4 completions for the Army-Navy game?
So just a quick stat for this Army game this past weekend, and that they only had 1 pass play.
I know. That's why I said, are you going over or under 4 completions for the whole game?
Under.
Under 4 completions for both teams.
For both teams.
Both teams. I like that bet.
All right, a couple numbers for this game. Navy coming in at 8-3. Army 10-1. Their lone loss to Notre Dame. Army 5.5 point favorites for this game, over 40.5.
How many has Army won in a row?
I believe it's 3 in a row.
3 in a row. Because when we were working at Shore Club, they had won like 10 and Navy run like 10 or 11 or something.
Yeah.
And Navy just has not been that team in the last few years.
No, ever since they fired that Kevin Niamatalo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He's
coaching somewhere.
UCLA, I believe. He was their assistant.
Oh, all right.
This Saturday coming up, we have the Heisman Awards. We have basically a top two-man race. Comes down to, we got the Colorado wide receiver duel. They're at DB Travis Hunter coming in at minus 2,500 favorites. Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty plus 1,000.
All right. So what's interesting about this year, we're kind of talking about it. It's like one of the first years where a quarterback isn't 1 or 2. Like, out of the quarterback doesn't have a stand. Win it. Yeah, they don't stand a chance this year. We're also talking about Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, and I was thinking maybe one more game, like huge game, like eye-popping numbers. He was good, and he had great numbers, but I feel like since he was at Boise and not as big of a name as Deion Sanders' third son, like, it's going to be harder for him, and he needed 1 or 2 more, like 3 touchdown, 2 50-yard games. It just didn't happen for him.
Just a couple comparisons for Ashton Jeanty. We have Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry as the last 2 running backs that won the Heisman. And
they were both like national champs, though,
national
too,
champs.
right?
They were playing for Alabama.
Right.
They had Saban coaching them.
Yeah.
So they were on the screen. They're like Travis Hunter.
Every Saturday, they were all over the TV.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is Ashton Jeanty's numbers are double, triple what the numbers that they were putting up. He's being compared to Bo Jackson.
He's good.
He's good. So
he's just in the wrong school.
He's just at the wrong school.
Wrong year, wrong school.
It's the bad matchup, yeah. If you're not matched up against Travis Hunter, you're probably winning this Heisman.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the Mountain West, though, and it's part of, like, the smaller non-power conference. It's like, that's the discussion. Like, was his competition that great all year? I mean,
he played Oregon.
But that's one game. Like, obviously that game, but it's not week in, week out. You're not playing Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan.
And he's playing for a national championship while Travis Hunter isn't.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely more important to the team, I feel like. But like we said, he goes to Boise State, dude, the blue school. It's a fucking Smurf.
You lose him out in the blue turf out there.
He wouldn't know Heisman, no Smurfs, dude. NFL review, I will go first. My reviews this week are not nearly as good because I was at the game. Like I said, I was in San Francisco all weekend. I was fired the fuck up. Great seats. I'm telling everybody all weekend, Bears money line, baby. Bears money line. We got this shit. And what happens? We get absolutely steamrolled. Steamrolled. I was 5 yards from the field, dude. And we got absolutely steamrolled. Worst case scenario happens. Offense goes 3 and out. Fucking touchdown. Offense goes 3 and out. Fucking touchdowns. And that's when fucking things start getting blurry. Because I went straight tequila sodas after that. I was doing fucking mood dab fucking swags. Like, I couldn't, like, get out of there fast enough, dude. It was so bad. It was embarrassing.
A wise man once said, misery loves company.
Damn, but you want to lose. Now I'm like, well, if we keep losing, maybe we'll get a higher draft pick for like 8. Just absolutely terrible. I will say, though, like, going to the game, Levi's Stadium, dope as fuck. Great stadium.
One of the newer stadiums.
Yeah, one of the newer stadiums. Well, it did kind of suck, though, because there's not much to do around the stadium.
Terrible tailgate, you were saying?
Yeah, the tailgate was, like, spotty, not as good as, like, a Chicago one. But stadium's super nice. It was easy to get into the stadium out. Not long lines really anywhere. I was on the 100 level, so I think that has something to do with it. There's no way I was going 300 level at that game with who knows what you got up there, dude. I probably would have been fighting if I was up there. Another thing with this game, too, is like the 49ers need this win. Like, they're
Absolutely.
still
Alive.
Like, they're so alive, and we are just so fucking dead. I feel bad for Thomas Brown having to take over this team, because last week I'm all pumped. It's like a tryout. We'll see what happens. And it's like, you're taking over shit, dude. Like, good luck. Here's a pile of shit. Fix it. And when you've never been a head coach in your life. So this dude, I feel bad for him.
No, and that's what we talked about that last week too. I mean, it's tough to come in as this interim coach.
Hell yeah, it's tough.
Probably lost your job too.
I mean, I don't know.
Because what, are you going to demote him back to a?
No.
And
The new coach is
the
new coach is gonna have his own shit. He wouldn't have been here anyways once Eberflus is gone. Like, it's not like he's his own. He is Eberflus's guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he won't be with us, I don't think, unless they win the next 4. And you're not winning the next 4. Yeah, he gone because we got Minnesota and then whatever. We're waiting until next year. So we got that going. How about the Raiders? How'd they do?
Let's go ahead and spark this blunt before we get into this Raider talk. Calm everybody's nerves a little bit. We got a stizzy blue Mister. This thing came out of the tube and it was a little surprising. I thought they forgot the other half at the store.
False advertising.
But I mean, it says 2 grams. Damn, tastes fucking delicious.
Blue Burst.
Tastes like fucking Blue Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, I had I went to that Taco Bell in Pacifica, dude.
Oh, the Taco Bell in the water.
I had the 32-ounce Baja Blaster with 3 shots of tequila in it. Unbelievable. So good. And the views at that place were insane.
Damn, that shit tastes pretty good.
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, I was in San Francisco all weekend. You know, if I'm traveling, gotta have my buds still.
Absolutely.
So my thing of the weekend was the mood sprays. I was doing that. We stayed in Pacifica up in San Francisco area, a little south of the city, a block away from our Airbnb. It was the Bloom Dispensary.
Nice. Did you hit it up? Get a little...
Did I hit it up? Are you kidding me? I am disappointed I didn't get any videos or take any pictures. That's one thing I need to start doing when we go to these places, so I can let everybody know like which places check out in that. But Bloom Dispensary in Pacifica was awesome as fuck. They were super nice, super helpful. I sent you the picture of that Jones soda, the 100 milligrams.
Yeah,
that thing was fire. It was like neon blue though, so I don't know if it was exactly good for you, but like it was good as fuck. We got, what else do we get? I got the St. Ides 1,000 milligram fucking tube thing that we got from Dane. I bought another one of those. So we'll do that next week, actually.
Is it like the little one?
It's like, remember the St. Ides tube? 1,000 milligram tincture type thing? Oh. But it's made by the tea company. But yeah, we got one. It was $40 too. Like, what a deal! Because the teas are 100 milligrams, $8 each. It was 1,000 milligrams for $40. So it was a great deal. Yeah. But San Francisco had way more dispensaries, and I felt like they were in way more places. Like San Diego, it's kind of hard to find them. They're very industrial areas, or like not where all the tourists are, you know, if there's schools, churches not around there. But it was definitely easier to find them up in San Francisco for sure.
That's good. I'm glad you're able to find some smoke out there.
I had to. Did you see the game?
Tough watch. Oh, I was watching.
I watched half of it.
It's only 3 games on that the 1 o'clock.
Dog, it was like fucking the end of the first half too, dude. And I'm like, this game can't go any worse. We're about to get some points right here. So I fucking bet the dude next to me $20. I was like, I bet the Bears get some points on this drive. No fucking points. And then the motherfucker leaves to go get shit at halftime. I'm like, I would have bet him another $20 that the Bears were about to score. Nowhere to be seen. Bears score a touchdown. He walks right back up. I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. Like, so pissed.
All right,
at this point, I'm hammered too.
All right, let's transition into this Raiders Buccaneers game. 28-13 win for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield continues his rampage, throwing 3 TDs. Raider defense does their job, keeps the Raiders in this game. 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 7 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. 1 forced fumble. Only the first forced fumble by the Raiders all season.
Nice. Good for them.
Yep. Aiden O'Connell goes down with a leg injury in this game, gets carted off the field. Desmond Ridder comes in, gets sacked, and has a fumble. Brock Bowers, most rookie tight end receptions in a season with 87, puts together a stellar resume for himself this very first year. And Jags won, so we are now the number 1 pick in the 2025 NFL draft.
And who are you taking?
As of right now, Shedeur Sanders.
That's your guy?
That's my guy.
Nice.
Giants with the number 2 pick.
No one cares.
No one cares. Saints at Giants, 14-11 win for the Saints. Saints special teams does its parts, gets a one-handed block on the game-winning field goal. Carr ends up leaving this game, falling on his face with a concussion.
Did he cry?
He was concussed. You didn't really see him. Jake Hayner comes in relief. Pre-game. Yeah, who? Exactly. Funny part of this game, pre-game, somebody played to fly a banner above the New York Giants stadium.
I saw that. Malik Neighbors did not pay for it.
Asking the owners to fix the dumpster fire in New York. Pretty funny.
It's funny, but I feel for him. I mean, you're not far off.
Hey, we're gonna get better. I mean, we're in the exact same position.
So am I. We all suck, dude. Fuck.
Browns at Steelers, 14-27 win for the Steelers. Russell Wilson throws 2 TDs. Najee Harris ones one in. Famous Jameis, 2 TDs and 2 interceptions.
The Lord did not deliver him from his interceptions. They are still with him.
Jameis' funniest comment of the week. I don't think the Steelers beat the Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns beat the Cleveland Browns.
Sure.
More prayers, less picks.
Up next, we got Falcons at Vikings. Vikings win this one 41-22. Welcome home, Kirk Cousins. You fucking suck. Sam Darnold with 5 touchdown passes. Who would have thought? Kirk Cousins comes back and Sam Darnold throws 5 TDs. Like, what is going on? First 40-point game in 3 seasons for O'Connell, and to have Sam Darnold doing it, like, come on, let's go. Jordan Addison, 8 receptions for 133 yards, 3 TDs. Justin Jefferson, 7 receptions for 13 yards, 2 TDs. Did you see those corners that were playing for the Falcons?
They were lost. They were lost. They were falling on the
spinning
field.
circles. Like, where's he running? Like, don't get me wrong. I could never in my life think about doing any of that. But, like, if you're in the league, like, show me a little something. He, like, dove on the ground, like, 15 yards away from the play. He's just wide open.
He fell. He was stuck in the washing machine.
Like, he literally spun him fucking straight to the ground, dude. Insane. Kirk Cousins getting booed. NFL leading 15 picks. Penix, is it time? Is it time?
I mean, have you been watching the Gruden content that's been coming out on Barstool? He said it the best. They've been watching Penix in practice every single week. There's obviously a reason they haven't made the switch yet.
Right.
So,
which is something I brought up too. Like, does he know? Does whatever? I saw something today because they did come out today. They're not making the switch. And he was like, Kirk Cousins earned the right to right the ship.
yeah.
So they're going to stick with him, I think, for this year for sure. And then maybe after this year, if it doesn't change, then you kind of, because it'll be last year of his contract too. You might even be able to trade him that year.
There's a lot of teams that need QBs. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Panthers at Eagles, 16-22 win for the Eagles. Story out of this game, a man places a bet $3 million on Eagles minus 700 to win this game. Almost doesn't make it out of there.
Oh, my God, dude.
Saquon Barkley, 20 carries for 124 yards. Jalen Hurts, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1
This thing
rushing
fucking
TD.
rips.
It's actually really good.
And it's
a
like,
slow burn.
dog.
Yeah. Actually really good. I like how they pack it down.
real
pretty
good.
tight. Sacked 4 times in this game. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith mostly quiet in this game. Eagle passing attack needs work, quoted by A.J. Brown after the game. But their run game's on point.
I like Bryce Young out there, dude. I'd love to see what he's doing. I thought his career was over, done, son, see ya. And to see him out there, it looks like he's having fun again, too. Like,
About Adam Thielen, 9 receptions, 102 yards from him. I didn't even know he was
he
still in
makes
the league.
great. Yeah, well, no, dude, the last like
yeah.
3 weeks, he's been
going
balling
off, yeah.
out, dude. But like before those 3 weeks, forgot about him completely. You're right. Like, nothing. And then the last 3 weeks, it's like, holy shit, dude. Should have never left Minnesota.
All right, Jaguars at Titans, Toilet Bowl.
10-6.
Jaguars lose the first pick for next year's draft. They get a win.
Oh, man.
Jaguars score 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Pretty funny.
Dude, the later the season goes, like, the more you need losses. It's like you legit need to cheer for losses now. Because losses could change your franchise.
Absolutely.
It's crazy
You go
how,
from
like,
a number 1 to a number 6.
Dog,
Real
literally, the losses change your franchise. Insane.
quick. Jets at Dolphins, 26-32 overtime win for the Dolphins. Tua throws a touchdown pass to Jonas Smith for the walk-off win. 331 yards for the guy, 2 touchdowns. Doesn't remember if he plays a playoff.
Dog, he couldn't remember if he played an overtime game before, dude. Concussions work. If there's one thing I know, the concussions work. And he's the proof. After that, we got Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks take this one 30-18. Kyler Murray is a G at Call of Duty, so he sucks at the NFL. And there's the proof.
in the
3 in a
pudding.
row, dude. That's it. And the Seahawks, how are they good, dude? Fucking Geno
Terrible
Smith?
division.
Terrible. I bet, dude. They're always terrible, though, right? That division? Remember the year that like Marshawn had that great run against the Saints? They were like 8-6 going into the playoffs or something. I don't know exactly, but like that division sucks.
All right, Bills at Rams, 42-44 game. I was saying the game of the century. I
Yeah.
think it was a fucking great game.
Unfortunately, it was going on while the Bears game, so didn't see it, don't remember it. Oh, nothing.
Josh Allen, historic 6 touchdown performance, 22 for 37, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, 10 carries, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. What
Insane
a fucking stat
stats
line.
to lose.
to lose.
Like, he didn't even win.
No. Matt Stafford puts a complete game together, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kieran Williams, 29 carries for 87 yards with 2 TDs. Puka Nakua do it. Puka doing Puka things. Huge day for the guy.
For the
12
win.
receptions, 162 yards, 1 TD, 5 rushes for 16 yards and 1 TD on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Story out of this game, Josh Allen has a quarterback keeper. 2 times at the goal line, wasted clock. Could have called a timeout earlier. Could have thrown for a touchdown, saved himself some time, but that ends up costing him the game. Would have been able to get the ball back, play defense, had all 3 timeouts in his pocket, and would have had a chance at a game-winning drive.
Wait, what happened?
So there's like a minute.
Oh, and
and
the clock just kept ticking.
Exactly, because he did a quarterback dive.
Right.
So then they had to peel them all off. Time went off the clock. They had to use a timeout. They would have been able to save all 3 timeouts.
And
for
then,
a final
right,
drive.
yeah. Damn, I gotta watch this game.
This game was awesome.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I have to watch it.
It was
It's
a
too
great
good.
It
Yeah.
was a great game. And then Sunday night game. This game just wrapped up.
No, that was
sorry,
yesterday.
That was yesterday's game. It's Chargers at
Hey,
Chiefs.
these Stizzy
They really
blunts,
do work.
like, what's up? Hell yeah.
All right, Chargers at
Sluggers
Chiefs.
have some competition, dude. Like,
Yeah, these little fucking thingies are
dog.
again.
Big fan.
Chargers at Chiefs, 17-19 walk-off win for the Chiefs.
Oh, good.
Extremely slow start for the Chargers. Chiefs win their 9th
Holy
straight.
shit.
Look, copy over there. And if you have never heard this before, the Lucky Doink.
God, I've never heard that ever. Fuck. The fucking Kansas City Chiefs have found every possible way to win a game this year, and the Chicago Bears have found every possible way to lose a game this year. It's fucking stupid.
Tale of two.
Fuck.
Tale of two teams.
Jesus.
Also, Mahomes, 210 yards, 1 TD, sacked 3 times. Justin Herbert took a couple hits in this game. Came up injured, I think, 2 times. Came back both times, though.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
And Harbaugh, after the game, says he'll be okay.
He'll be all right.
All right, Monday night game just wrapped up. Bengals at Cowboys, 27-20 win for the Bengals. Cooper Rush versus Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, great game, 369 yards, 3 TDs, 1 INT.
Dude, Jamar Chase is unguardable.
14 receptions, 177 yards.
2 TDs. He's unguardable. And everybody knows he's the guy. And the fact that he's still unguardable, crazy.
Just runs around people. Story of this game was the blocked punt. Ends up flipping the game. Tough
The
loss for
motherfucker touched it.
Yeah.
You can't touch it. You have to know that.
Tough
You
way
literally
to lose
have
the
to
game.
know that.
Cowboys
Think
were
he
in
gets
this
cut,
game.
dude?
Oh, absolutely. He
See
just
ya.
came back.
Yeah,
and now he's
right.
gone.
See ya, buddy. You gotta know not to. What was he? Oh God,
Tough way.
poor
Tough
guy.
way.
I feel bad for him.
Cowboys absolutely could have won this game. Absolutely
They
could have won
should
this game.
have, because they have the ball there.
Yeah.
They're in field goal range.
They're
If
in
he
field
doesn't
goal
touch
range.
the fucking ball, they're in field goal range.
They score. They force Bengals to have to run out the clock, and they probably win the game.
Yeah, if they even leave the Bengals any time.
Micah
Like-
Parsons leaves the game pissed.
Pissed. Rightfully so, though. I mean, competitors like that, you got to get sick of losing at some point. Like, got to get sick of that shit. All right, MVP odds after week 14, Josh Allen plus 150, even with the loss. But those numbers, I'm surprised it's not more, to be honest.
Lamar Jackson plus 250. Saquon plus 400.
Jared Goff plus 600. Fuck. I like Jared Goff, dude.
I do like
I
Jared Goff.
Goff. Just the shit they're doing in Detroit is unbelievable. And I also like Saquon because they keep fucking winning. And he is the piece they added.
The thing
So,
with Josh
like-
Allen is he does one amazing thing last week. He fucking throws touchdowns, receives touchdowns.
Right.
Then he goes and puts together a 6 touchdown game. What's he going to do next week?
Never know, dude.
All right, NFL Week 15 preview.
Thursday night game, Amazon Prime. I think does it one more time.
Great game.
Because, like, I don't know how great of a game it is. Well, no, it's a great game.
It's a great game.
They both,
Whenever it's a division rival.
Yeah, division rival. It has implications on the playoffs. Great game.
Rams just played a
Yeah,
shootout of
they
a
just scored
game.
44 points.
49ers scored a shitload of points. You saw it firsthand.
Fuck, dude.
I think it's going to be a good
I like
game.
49ers by $1 billion after what I saw this weekend. Jesus Christ. No one's touched the 49ers. They're so good. Best team I've ever seen in my life. Kidding me?
San Fran minus 2.5 or Rams plus 2.5. What do you like in this game?
I got to go 49ers minus 2.5 just because they're home.
Just because they're home?
Yeah. I like the home field advantage, I think.
I love what the Rams put together this week, and I love the 2.5 points that they get. So
See you on the other side, dude.
Luka and Cooper.
I do love that number 8 for the Rams. He's a Deion Verse.
Yeah,
He
Verse.
is so fucking good. Oh my God, he's a rookie too. He's fun to watch.
All right. Biggest games of the week. Bills at Lions.
Bills at Lions. I've been riding them all year, so I'm going to continue that with Lions minus 2.5. They're at home. They've won 11 in a row, I think. So I am going to go with the home dogs on this one. And, dude, he's a psychopath.
I think
Dan Campbell's a psychopath, dude.
I love Buffalo. Same thing.
I know. You also watched the game this week. I didn't. I feel like if I watched the Buffalo play, I would have different thoughts about this game. But the fact that I didn't see his 6 touchdown performance, probably
And like we said, he did the amazing thing last week. He does 6 touchdowns this week. What's he gonna do next week?
Yeah.
Kickoff return.
I'm excited for that game. That game's gonna be fucking awesome. Hopefully, it's the 1:30 game.
Absolutely. Doubt it. That's probably the 10 a.m. game.
Right.
All right. Steelers at Eagles. Great game. Russell Wilson, Saquon Barkley, 2 big names.
I think it's George Pickens out. Was he
was
out?
Injured. He was hurt.
He didn't play this week. Okay.
He was hurt. He was watching on the sideline. I love this game.
Another great game. Dude, these games towards the end of the season, when you know who's good and who's not, there's certain games now that are oh, shit, let's go.
And I love Pittsburgh. I love 4.5 points that they're getting given here. One of the funniest things, Russell Wilson actually started doing those run plays instead of your old quarterback coming in.
Fields? Why?
I think they just stopped using them. So
Yeah. I mean, that's not the worst thing. Because you don't need to be putting someone else in there taking snaps. There's no reason to. If Russell Wilson can do it.
So now he just did it, and they ran out the clock that way in the last game.
Sorry, Justin. Playing days are over, bud.
Days are over.
He had a good run.
All right, Sunday night game, Packers at Seahawks. This is a great matchup.
I like Green Bay -2.5. They
do
will
too.
be in Seattle, but I still like a -2.5.
A lot of great matchups of this game. The Aaron Rodgers, the catch, no catch. That was a great one.
Oh, yeah, when they had the refs.
Yep.
The backup refs.
Oh, yeah.
They had a bunch of good playoff games, too.
A lot of good playoff matchups, absolutely.
Good playoff matchups. They're saving the best for last this week. We got 2 Monday night games. Then both of the best teams in the league are playing on Monday night. Let's that first
go.
one?
Falcons at Raiders. Las Vegas +4.5. Taking on the Dweeb at home. I love the Raiders.
Love it. Love it. You want this dub?
To be honest,
You gonna eat this dub, dude, or do you want the loss? How do you really feel?
how do I really feel?
Do you want the win or do you want the pick?
I want the loss because I want the pick.
Damn.
To be honest, I think
You just said how do I really feel, then you can't say to be honest. You can't do that.
I can do whatever I want.
All right, to be honest, what?
I think Kirk Cousins is going to go off in this game.
I thought he was going to go off last game.
That's true. But I mean,
Fuck.
playing in Vegas, fucking, I feel like they're going to go off. It sucks.
You just want the pick, dude.
It sucks. I do want the pick. Give me the pick. Give me all the picks. All right, Bears at Vikings.
All right, after that, we got Bears at Vikings. Bears are 6.5 point underdogs, and I think that spread is too close, to be honest. After what I saw happen live in person, they're not going to be another team this whole fucking year. The only thing I think the Bears might have going for them is they are on national TV, primetime game, Monday night, so people will be watching. Usually players want to perform well in those situations.
Absolutely.
We have some really good players, so maybe, just maybe, they come and ball out for one game because everybody's watching. Maybe.
Put on a show for the people.
But yeah, I mean, I love Vikings -6.5. I'm fucking stupid. I thought we were going to win last week, so yeah, we're fucked. It's over. It's all over, dude.
3 weeks ago, we announced our first ever Spark It Up Sports giveaway. The time is now to announce the winner.
Gandalf pipe, baby. This bad boy is all yours.
All right, we put together a little video of a little wheel going together, and the winner came up, Danny fucking Meyer.
Danny fucking Meyer, the new Gandalf piper in town, dude. You see someone walking down the streets of PB, Sherlock Holmes hat,
Danny,
looking sophisticated.
You better start solving some fucking mysteries.
Yeah, Danny, figure it out, dude.
We're getting you a dog.
We're getting you a dog, dude. We're going to hand
You
deliver
and
this
Scooby.
pipe. Hopefully, we'll be able to smoke a little bit with him. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Danny Meyer, the big winner. Congratulations. That pipe is dope as fuck.
Catch him on the golf course with his Gandalf.
Yes, sir.
That's a wrap for this episode of Spark It Up Sports. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe.
Reminder for our loyal fans out there, podcast released every Thursday. You can find the video on YouTube. Audio can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Let us know what you think in the comments. Go Bears.
Go Raiders.
That's all I got, dude. That's it.
Great fun.
Still going.
Still going. Right at the tip.